On a typical Wednesday morning at the YMCA pool, something extraordinary happened. A life was saved.
We had a lady in our arthritis water exercise class who went face down in the pool, and the instructor noticed it right away, and the instructor and the students checked her to see if she was just floating, which he likes to do.
But this time was different.
She did not have normal breathing, and there was no pulse.
That woman is alive today thanks to the staff's quick thinking and a life-saving device, an AED, or automated external defibrillator.
My coordinator and I immediately started CPR. I was doing compressions and she was doing ventilations on the victim. We activated our emergency system here in the building, and support staff came with our emergency trauma bag. A third guard assisted getting the equipment out of that bag. So while we were doing CPR, they were getting the AED out of the bag and getting it set up.
Fortunately, the well-trained staff knew exactly what to do. But AEDs are designed to be used by anyone.
When you open the AED up, it actually guides you along with voice prompts. So anybody, even someone with no training, could open it up, follow the prompts, and be able to use it accurately.
The computerized AED detects whether a shock is needed to get the heart beating properly.
In layman's terms, your heart beats, the top of your heart beats, and then the bottom of your heart beats. And if you listen to it, you can hear like lub-dub, lub-dub, lub-dub. That's how it's supposed to work. Well, when you go into a cardiac arrest, what happens is every cell in the heart beats at the same time, and your heart just sort of jiggles. It's called ventricular fibrillation. And when you put an AED on, it sends electricity through that to stop that and have the natural heartbeat start up again. You turn it on.
Connect electrodes.
And it tells me what to do. Connect electrodes. So I reach up here, I grab the electrodes, and if I don't do things in the right order or quick enough, it'll actually tell me again.
Connect electrodes.
So as I'm going like this, and obviously it's going to be a stressful time, I pull these out, I have the pads, they tell me where to place them. One's going to be on the upper right chest.
Connector and electrodes.
And one's going to be on the left chest here.
Check connector and electrodes.
I haven't connected the electrodes. And again, this is very easy. The key is here on this. It's the only way that you can put it in.
Check
so you put
connector
it in.
and electrodes.
So once I plug that in, then it's going to prompt me to do other things.
Stand clear.
So now it's analyzing.
Analyzing now. Stand clear. No shock advised.
So when you see it's not going to shock someone.
CPR.
Start CPR. And it says, yep, it says start CPR. Show start CPR. It starts at 150. It does a countdown as well. It can't be misused. It won't shock something that shouldn't be shocked.
The AED will analyze again after 2 minutes of CPR. It's important to keep following its directions until paramedics arrive, which is exactly what Teresa and her staff did.
As soon as the AED was attached, it immediately analyzed. So we stood clear while it analyzed. It immediately called for a shock. So we cleared the victim, we shocked the victim when it told us to push the button. After the shock was delivered, it had us start manual CPR again. We were probably halfway through our second cycle of CPR when she came back. She opened her eyes, started breathing, she was responding to us verbally, and I would say it was in a couple of minutes of that happening that they arrived.
As simple as the AED is to use, and even for someone like Teresa, who's taught CPR for 40 years and has monthly staff trainings for it, the moment you need it can be stressful.
We really did what we needed to do as a team, and later on you sat down and went, oh my goodness, what did we just have to do? And then the emotions kick in afterwards.
At last report, that swimmer is doing well and now has a pacemaker. But without the AED, she may not have made it.
What we do know is that if a person has a cardiac event and it is applied within 3 minutes of their collapse, we do know that their chance of survival increases from 5% to about 75%.
The Arvada Fire Department would like to see more businesses have AEDs.
We've got a program where we can give those to our community at a reduced cost, which makes them about $1,500.
A small price to pay for saving a life. If you'd like more information about the Arvada Fire Department's program called Public Access to Defibrillation, call the department at 303-424-3012.